Peace, love, and light, and welcome back to another daily dose of Healthy, Happy, and Healed. I'm Britt, and I'm going to be leading you through a mobility set today out here in lovely nature. We are out here in Sand Key, Florida, USA, where we're going to get this stretch on. That's not for me to boast about where I'm at, but rather give you an opportunity to dig in, ground in, find yourself some space outside. If you need to pause me, I'll be right here when you're ready to go. But find you a patch of grass, some sand if you have the opportunity to do that. And let's get into this quick mobility session. So for today, we're going to go ahead and I want you to first start out with one move. This one move we're going to do at the end of this workout to just tap in to see if you are able to find tangible value with the mobility exercises that we're going to be doing for today. So the movement is a deep squat. All right. So I want you to find your feet shoulder width apart. Feet can slightly be turned out. And what we're going to do is just sit down in that deep squat and figure out where we are with the range of motion inside of our hips. Okay. If this was something that was fluid to you, maybe take note in a little bit of where you feel like your balance is. If there's something that was a little bit more of a challenge for you, let's go ahead and take note of that. And like I said, we will do that same movement at the end of this quick mobility set. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's find a spot on the floor, and we'll start from the ground up, working in on our feet. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is just wave with those toes. Okay. We're not needing any type of equipment today, so we're just diving right in. All right. You don't have to worry about counting reps or the time. I have all of that for you. Just focus in on my voice, my instructions, and the nature around you. Find your breath, take a moment, tap in with your body, see what you're feeling. All right. That feels like it's a good enough high. Good enough reps. So what I want you to do next, we're going to kick that left leg straight. This right foot, we're going to go ahead and have it down. What I'm looking for us to do is pull those toes all the way up, and we're going to hold here for as long as I hold. All right. Really trying to stretch out the bottom part of that foot, that plantar fascia. Especially for my ballers. I know you guys pound these feet every single day. So this is a really good mobility exercise for you. Just digging in here. Let's go ahead and relax. All right. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Toes come up to the sky. The ball of the foot is actually down on the ground here. Okay. So keep that ball of the foot down, toes high to the sky, and relax. All right. Let's get one more set with that, and we'll switch to the opposite side. Pull those toes all the way up. Ball of the foot still down in the floor or in the ground. We're holding out. You should start to feel a little bit of electricity through the top part of that foot. Relax. All right. Let's go ahead and go to that opposite side. Kick that right leg out. Let's bend that left leg back in. We're going to pick those toes up high to the sky and hold. All right. One thing about mobility is that if you don't have it right away, relax and let's go again. Continue to work on that move, and you will find within that same exercise routine, maybe a couple of sets later, that you actually have started to make that connectivity with the brain and the muscles. For those to start working together, relax. Ooh, last one on this left side. We'll pull that leg, those toes straight to the sky. Get a good stretch underneath the ball of the foot, underneath the foot. Feel the top part of your foot engaging. And relax. All right, cool. I'm going to turn sideways for the next one so you can see, but we're going to come up into a kneeling position, and we're going to work on ankle dorsiflexion. So what I'm doing here is I'm just pushing my weight over the top of my right knee while my right heel and ball of foot stays down into the floor. All right, and we're going to rock back and forth each time, pausing for a few seconds, whatever feels good to you. Remember, you don't have to necessarily count. I got the change ups for us. All you need to do is just tap in with your body, see what you're feeling. You should feel a little stretch in the back part of that Achilles. If you're not feeling that stretch, Make sure that that heel is digging down into the floor. All right, we're gonna need a couple more here. Really working in. Perfect. Good. Really try to keep that heel down on the floor. Good. Hands go down. Let's switch the opposite side. That left foot up. The back leg, you're just hanging out here. All right. Now we're rocking forward and back. Take a moment to take note. One side feel more restrictive than the other? Or you feel about equal? Remember that our power starts from our foundation. Our foundation are our feet. We must take care of them, guys. We must take care of them. Really rocking in, forward and back. Holding for a few seconds in the front. Really driving that heel down into the ground. Good. Let's get a couple more. Nicely done. All right, we're going to come out of that. We're just going to get some rocks going. Boom. Left to right. And let that blood flow that we got into those feet start to make its way back up into the hips. Cycle out, rest of the body. So on these, we're just flipping those hips left to right. We're going to get into some stationary moves in just a moment. Feel these out. You got any clicks or pops that you're noticing right now? Take note. The goal is at the end of this session for those clicks and pops to be less noticeable, if not gone. All right? Perfect. Let's find ourselves in a position in a position where we're seated in a squat position. We're going to lay one leg down. Left leg is going to lay down in front. Right leg is going to kick behind. All right? I'm going to get to this angle so you guys can see a little bit better. But we got our 90-90 heel clicks that we're going to start with here, all right? And what that is that we're going to lift up that back foot off the floor, all right? We're really lifting that back leg off the floor to bring it up and around and click the heel of the front leg, all right? When I come back, I'm not letting that foot hit the floor. Rather, I'm controlling it to where my knee taps the ground, and we're going back again. Yes, all right? Might feel a little weird. You might find that sitting up might be a little bit more challenging. So if you have to take more of a lean, that's okay for today. The goal is to be able to sit up and allow that isolation of that right hip to mobilize with the range of motion that it has and that it's supposed to have, really. All right, let's get a couple more here. Really looking to keep that foot up in the air. Good. We'll come back to center. We'll flip to the other side. And we'll go ahead and go with that left foot. Pop that leg up. And let's ride. My ones that know how to do this one, you guys should be really controlled with this movement. Okay? If you have the advance or the progression to this, go ahead and hit it. All right? If not, that's okay. Today is not the day that we're going to show that. That's in another mobility set on the channel. You can leave me a comment in the section if you want it, and I'll make sure to get you over the right video so you can see how to progress this 90-90 heel click. Let's get a couple more. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and let's get into tabletop position. Toes will tuck under. And we're going to just rock back, pushing back, really trying to sit those hips down and back. And then we're going to return back to that tabletop position, okay? If you're finding that you're not getting a good enough stretch with those feet tucked, those toes tucked under, you can lay those toes out so the tops of the feet flat and really sit yourself back in to that child's pose. If you're still not feeling it here, we can turn the feet out. And by this time, you should be feeling a good little stretch on the inside and deep on the inside of the thighs and deep inside the hip pockets, okay? Remember, you don't have to count. We're here for time that I got. Really focusing in on what our body is feeling, how stuck we're feeling, how mobile we're feeling. All right. You've probably picked up by now, mobility is a little bit more different than stretching because we are actively moving the joints, moving the muscles, rather than passively moving those muscles. All right. Let's get one more in here. Good. All right, we're going to come back in that tabletop position. And we're going to come down. And we're going to have those knees and the elbows touching. All right. My feet are flat on the floor. My elbows are touching my knees. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my right hand. My right hand is going to go up onto the right side of my head. All right. My left elbow is still touching my left knee. From here, what we're going to do is open up our body to the sky. All right. Really keeping that connection with that left elbow to the left knee, getting a good stretch in that T-spine. Tap the elbow back down to the floor. Let's go again. All right. Check it out. How you feeling? What's going on in there? We're feeling tight here. No worries. Let's get in a few reps. You should start to feel your body give a little bit away so that you can really get that elbow perpendicular to the floor, shooting straight up into the sky. Nice. Let's get a couple more here. Perfect. We're going to return right elbow to right knee. Left hand is coming up on the left side of our head. Right elbow, right knee, stay locked in. And we're opening up. Really getting that stretch inside that mid back, the lower back. Depending on how tight your hips are, you might start feeling this on the lower sides of the hip, where those little hip bones are on the back side. Or you might just feel a lot of tension inside that upper back. Either way, continue the reps, slow and controlled. The goal is to get perpendicular, get that arm perpendicular to the floor. Let's get one more. Good deal. Right on, my guys. All right. From there, all I want you to do is sit up. All right. Tops of the feet are to the floor. We're going to walk it back. Stretch out the quads. When you can, on your ascension and when we're coming back forward, I want you to let the hands come off the floor. You're pulling your body up forward. Head taps the floor. We're going back for another rep, all right? Stretch out the quads. The knees should be flat on the floor. They should stay down on the ground. You shouldn't feel them popping up, all right? As soon as you can, let those hands leave the floor and you pull yourself back up to the start position. Good. Let's get a couple more. Hey, just keep doing it. I know your feet probably are starting to fall asleep. If that's you, let me know in the comment section. I got another video I want to send to you for you to do some nerve flosses. All right. Boom. Let's get one more. Bend it back. Stretch out those quads. Let the hands come up. Forehead touches the floor. Nicely done. All right. Before we get into standing just yet, let's finish out. Let's kick that right foot straight out. The right edge of the foot is going to be down here. All right. We're going to shift our hips back while the back left leg, toes are in the floor. All right. Once we shift that left leg back, we're going to rock it forward and we're going to go again. All right. I'm going to let you get a few of these in, and we're going to add one more step to this move here. All right. Just going to be another variation of the T-spine rotation we just got into. All right. What we're going to do is put that right hand back on the right side of the head. We're going to shift back, and we're going to open up. Nice. We're going to close it back down, and then we're going to return to start. Hand can stay on the head here, okay? Come back, open up, close it out, rock it back. Let's get a couple more here. We'll switch to the other side. Good. Last one. Rock it back. That inside foot is flat on the floor. Hand comes down, knee tucks under. Oops, excuse me. And then we're going to kick that left foot out. Remember that left side of the foot, the inside foot, is down on the floor. All right. We got the rock back for one. Ooh, for the inside thigh. If it's stretching, that's a good thing. Let's add in that additional. Left hand is on the head. Rock it back. Open it up. Close it down. Rock it back forward. All right. We got the move here. Just taking a big deep breath into that nose right now. Let it out. Good. Take note. What side feels tighter here, if any? Or do you feel pretty symmetrical? If you do, kudos to you. All right. Last one on this side. Good. Last two exercises we're coming up on, guys. We're finishing this one out. Let me slow down. Okay. Mobility. It's all about slow and in control. All right. Let's get into some of these scorpions. I'm going to put my hands right here crossed over in front of my face. All right. My head will go into the backside of my hands. I'm going to lift one leg up, and I'm going to let it cross over to the opposite side. Get a good stretch. Lift it back up. Bring it back to where it started. Right leg is going to come up, and it's going to cross over to the opposite side, giving me a good stretch down the front side of my body. Stomach, thighs, hips. You should feel it all. Back. Let's get a couple of these. Lifting that leg up, throwing it over to the opposite side, lifting it back up, bringing it back to start, switching to the other leg, rolling back. Oh, this is getting fun, guys. We're almost done. Hang in there. And then we get to check on our work. We get to grade it. We get to give it a grade. Oh, I hope that y'all can find yourself an A. Hey, and if you don't find yourself, more mobile in that squat, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I got another video for you. Let's get one more each side. Bring it up. Cross it over. Try to get that foot flat on the floor. Open up. It's a good stretch. Lift that foot up. Bring it back. Controlled. Last one we have, we're going to work on our shoulder mobility just a little bit. We're going to start with those hands out, palms down. Hands are atop of your head. Well, not atop of your head. They're overhead, straight out. Palms are going to be down. We're going to lift those arms up. We're going to bring them down into a W. We're going to rotate them all the way over. We're going to come and bring them back to the low part of our back. All right. We're going to come back out, lift them up, shoulder width height, flip them, and then bring them back straight overhead. Bring them down, flip them around, bring them back, bring them up, bring them around, back over top. Let's get a couple of these. Hey, if you're feeling like you need to relax your hands, relax your arms at the end of each move, totally up to you. All right. Check in with your body, see what it needs. All right. Flip. Let's get a couple more. And we'll be done with this mobility set. Quick 20-minute. It might have ran a little bit more. I like to chat. I like to check in with you guys. Let's finish out this one here. And, oh yeah, good mobility here. And let's finish out, guys. I'm trying to check in with you guys. I want to see. I want to know. Drop down. Let's see what your deep squat looks like. How does it feel? Wow, even for me, I did this before I got on here with you guys, and I was tight, you know, and that was very fluid. That was very fluid. I was tight with starting this session out with you guys. This was much more fluid for me. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you felt like in your goblet squat, in that deep squat. If you could feel a difference. Hey, if you can't, like I said, also drop that in the comments too. If this has helped you or you found value in this exercise or this video at all, please let me know. All right. Other than that, this is another mobility set for you guys coming from me, Britt, to you, keeping you healthy, happy, and healed. Thank you so much for logging in. See you next time. Peace.